Hi Care Bears and families, welcome back. We have 3 more super reading powers to cover this week. I hope you've been practicing all of the other ones at home and have been using them as you are reading with them on their home reading. Thank you so much for reading all the home readings with them and returning all the books. They're super excited about it and they're so happy to exchange their books every day at school. So let's talk about our super reading powers for this week. Remember, let's read this. We are super readers. So super readers are going to have to use and practice their reading powers. That's going to help them get their stronger reading muscles. The first one I would like to talk about is book talk power. Everybody, we have book talk power. What that means is before we even open our book, we can start talking and thinking about the book. Today I have the baby with me, and before we even turn the page, we can start using our book talk power. First, we talk about the book title, then we talk about what the book might be about. So for example, I'm using my book talk power right now. This book is called The Baby, and it's about all the things that this baby has. There, that's it. And as you get stronger and stronger with book talk power, you can use book talk power when you read the pages too. For example, let's say we are reading this page. Let's read it together, Care Bears. The baby has a block. So you might say to yourself, using your book talk power, I have a block like that too. Or you might say, oh, I remember, I have little blocks. So we're talking about personal connection or things that make you think of, or other stories that you think about as you are reading the pages. This is really important to help little ones to connect what's on the page to their personal lives. That will deepen their understanding and help them with further comprehension and reading of the book. That's book talk power. Next, this is a really useful one for kindergartens and moving on to grade 1 reading. This is pattern power. We have pattern power. This means repeat over and over again. That's what a pattern is. It repeats over and over again. So what that means is when you are reading the book, you're going to think to yourself, what is the pattern? What is the same on every page and what changes on every page? Pattern power is especially useful when we're reading new books. That is going to help us focus our energy on the words that changes. So let's read a couple pages and see if we can figure out the pattern of this book. The baby has a bottle. Good, using your picture power. The baby has a book. Some of you already figured out the pattern, I think. The baby has a blanket. All right, did you figure out what's the same and what's different every single page? You were right. If you said the baby has a is the pattern, that's correct. You've used your pattern power. What changes every page? Whatever baby has is the word that changes. So if we want to check, we can check. The baby has a. The baby has a. The baby has a. So if I were to flip the page, what do you think we're going to see? The baby has a. You're right. You got it. Pattern power is really powerful for little ones, but first we have to get them to practice and notice what is the same on every page and what is different and what changes. The last power that I'm going to show you is persistent power. And we do it like this. We have persistent power because we're getting stronger and readers keep going. They don't give up. So even if things are a little tricky, that's okay. We're going to use all of the superpowers that we have and try and figure out the word. We can do it. So persistent power is more like the attitude and more like the mental stamina that they're going to need as they get into trickier and trickier books. So let's try using our persistent power for this one. For those of you who can read it, great. Let's read it. The baby has a, that's our pattern, so that's easy. What could that say? Let's use our picture power. Hey, that's a ball. Do you think that might say a ball? Let's try. The baby has a ball. Wait a minute. Ball. Ball would start with a B. That's not a B, we know that. So it doesn't say ball. Are we going to give up? No, we're not, because we have persistent power. We're going to keep trying. What else can we use? That's right, we can try sound power. Let's go back and reread power. The baby has a, now put your finger under the first letter of the next word. What is that? T, and T says t, t, t. Okay, so we have a clue. So it's going to say like something that says t, something that starts with t. A t, truck? No, that's not it. Let's keep using our persistent power. We're going to try again. Use a little bit more of sound power. T, sound out the next sound. Y, t, y. Those are the sounds. Let's snap it together and see what we make. T, y, toy. Oh my goodness, we figured out the word toy. Don't leave yet. We always go back and smooth it out as a good reader. Go all the way back to reread. The baby has a toy. You did it. Great job using your super reading powers, Care Bears. Make sure you practice all of the reading powers together as you're reading, because you never know when you're going to need it. Are you ready for Mrs. Young's book pick this week? This week, we've started reading The Three Little Pigs. We've read about 3 or 4 different versions of the book, and we've read a spin-off of the book. And we talked about what a spin-off is you think of the original story, which is The Three Little Pigs, and you think of changing parts of it and turn it into a new story. So this week, we read The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. This one is by Ken Geist, and it is a spin-off of The Three Little Pigs. There are lots and lots of varieties of stories that go after or inspired after The Three Little Pigs. I've seen The Three Little Pigs, Three Little Wolves and the Big Bad Pig. And I've also seen a lot of varieties. So then the Care Bears got together and thought, what would you make? What would your story be if you got to make a new story? Some of us says The Three Little Octopi and the Big Bad Crocodile. Or we have The Three Little Turtles and the Big Bad Lion. These are great ways to inspire little ones to write as well. So if you have the time this weekend, check out a book from the library or your local bookstore that is modeled after the fairy tales or The Three Little Pigs, and see if you can make up your very own story at home. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.